So your genes are important. The good news is that you are not the victim of your genes. This isn't said often enough. Genes can be switched on and off. And the biochemistry I was talking about earlier, the methylation pathways and the sulfur cycle, is one way of switching genes off, and if that's not working properly, genes will remain activated which would otherwise be switched off. So you're not the victim of your genes, they can be switched off. Finding what will do it is important. Vitamin D sometimes can do that in some cases. So the ways that people can work out to address these questions. Genetic differences affect people with chronic illnesses when they impair detoxification and the metabolic processes. And here's a factor where the combination of genes is raising the susceptibility of women in this particular study by 18 times. So we're not talking about small changes, we're talking about quite big changes. And this is the combination of genes here. This is glutathione sulfotransferase M1 gene, this is N-acetyltransferase 2. These are polymorphisms, changes in the gene, which give rise to a whole range of things in various people: smokers, patients using coal tar, coke oven workers, mothers, postal workers, firefighters. So people are going to look at this question of how our genes modify our ability to handle toxins getting into the body. And this is strong evidence, says the paper, of the physical, not the psychogenic origin of multiple chemical sensitivity. So that's what we look like. Mind-boggling, isn't it, really? But all these interconnecting routes between these different systems of the body. Nutritional imbalance, so there's a whole range of problems that can be addressed through nutritional therapy. Immune inflammation imbalance, gut dysfunction, the oxidative stress, which Vance was looking at, impaired detoxification, which has been looked at in the States. 80% of people with ME in the States had got problems with detoxifying mechanisms. Endocrine imbalance, mind-body, structurally broken legs and things like that, where things have gone wrong in the structure. This interacting web of health, you pull on the web in one place, it'll affect all the other places. It's like being pulling on a spider's web. So that's the best model, I think, of looking at health and interacting systems. Functional medicine is about, construct that word, about biochemical individuality. You are different from everybody else. Patients, it's not disease-centered, it's patient-centered. There's a dynamic balance between internal and external factors, web-like interactions, and we're looking for positive health, not just the absence of disease. And organ reserve is the capacity of the body to deal with assaults on various organs in the body, whether it's the kidney or the lungs or the heart. Right, this is a test now. We're nearly finished. Imagine yourself looking out to sea. The tide is in, and you see the rocks sticking up from above there. One is asthma and the other is irritable bowel syndrome. As the tide goes out progressively, more rocks appear. More diseases, dysfunctions. Further out, the bigger, that's lost its focus, isn't it? When you get right out, you see that they're joined at the bottom. And I think this is a good model of chronic illness, that we're seeing things joined at the bottom here between things which look very disparate, like asthma, ADHD, IBS, Crohn's disease, and autism in the middle. So there's something going on that is common to all of these and can be addressed in all these cases. Right, so is there one kind of person and many diseases? Are there many kinds of people and few diseases? Where are you going to put your cross on that line? You can put it here, in the middle, which end?
Give us a second.
Told you the answer. Never were good at delivering the final clinching. This is Sarah Myhill. This is the last slide. You'll be pleased to hear. She's a member of the British. She's actually the secretary of the British Society of Allergy, Environmental and Nutritional Medicine. Awful mouthful. And she looks at patients with these sort of chronic illnesses, and she's found that most of them respond to the same protocol. Magnesium deficiency is very, very important. Myhill's magic minerals include a mix zinc, selenium, copper and iron. Molybdenum is in there as well. Vitamins, general supplement support. Extra vitamins with B12, large doses, 2,000 micrograms twice weekly. In some people go up to 5,000. That's a lot more than you would normally think of giving. And most GPs would say, no, I'm not going to do that. It's not necessary. But some people find it is. And there are reasons for it, because NO is a nitric oxide, which is a neurotransmitter that's important in the immune system as well as the nervous system and brain. Martin Paul in the States, B12 scavenges nitric oxide, so it does help to sort of knock that down. Stone Age diet, food, particularly dairy and wheat, allergies and things like that. So there's at least one medic who's actually developing protocols. And if those of you who bought my book, there's several other protocols there. There's the Sunderland protocol in autism, and there's the Institute of Functional Medicine 4R system for looking at gut and the problem of gut issues. And that's a website if you want to go on it. And that's it. Well done.